Hey, it's MK, and I am here with another off-the-board layout for you guys today. And today I am scraplifting Sabrina Turpin, who made this layout here for Too Crafty Chipboard. So I'm actually going to do this lift with a twist. I said that last video too, didn't I? So I ended up with an idea, and then I decided to go in a different direction with the idea, but using this layout as the lift. So I've got a couple pieces here that are from well, I've got several photos. I have to narrow my photos down. I just don't know how. And then I have a whole bunch of leftovers from Cocoa Vanilla. So I've got a big bag that was from the No Limits collection. This one here, I can't remember which boy collection that one, the clear stickers are from. I've got the Bright Thickers. I also have these words here from The Great Escape, but I end up actually setting them off to the side and completely forgot about them. I think I was going to use the Wild Nature sticker words, but ended up not forgetting about them entirely. I also have this awesome cloud paper, you guys. I do love the wood grain on the back, but this cloud paper just speaks volumes to me. So I've got that as well. I have a blank white cardstock that I'm going to be using as my base, and then also from Cocoa Vanilla Legendary Collection, I have this gorgeous star and gray section, which I think I'm going to map my photos in the gray and use a little bit of that star. So where Sabrina has used her wood grain, she's got it all the way over on the left. And I'm thinking about having my photos all the way over on the left, and then having my main photo over on the right, and then, doing strips of paper as opposed to having two solid pieces of paper, or I'm not sure if she did a mixed media background or not. I don't really know. But I decided to do the solid. And now, like I said, I'm going to use the gray side of this star paper as my photo mat. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off I think it's a 5x12 strip, and then go ahead and do the whatever size my husband's photo is, and then I have those two strips of paper going off to the right. So I'm not going to actually fill the gap with all the paper, if that makes any sense. I don't want to fill the entire right side with pattern paper. I want it to be kind of strippy with the clouds, the moon, the stars, and all that stuff, because basically this is one of those weird storms that pop in Nevada, where you can actually literally watch it roll in, wait it out and watch it roll right out. It is just so fascinating to see these kinds of storms and actually get the chance. I actually recorded it. I tried to put it in a QR code, and I think I might for this video. However, I'm not very good at it, and I'm moving a lot, so you might get motion sickness, especially how fast I had to, as fast as I had to speed it up to get it to not be so boring. Plus you get that really cool rumbling effect of watching that cloud move in, watching all the thunder and everything. It is just so super cool. Another thing too is I really wanted to break up the photos with just this little wood piece that I had that says "Just a Phase." I thought it made me giggle, for one, because my husband was actually outside welding, and he was welding, and we heard the storm coming in, and he knew he had to stop. So he came in to my craft room. This is my old craft room at the time that has this big bay window, and basically we watched the storm coming in, and that's when I started recording it, and then and then it was just gone that fast. And so he basically was standing at the window pouting that he had to stop welding and he had to come inside. Literally, I can't really say it was a flash flood, but it made everything completely wet, and it just started raining like crazy when it came in, and then it was gone that fast. Now, this was in October when I took these photos. Back in 2021, I believe. So yeah, it's just super, super cool. I'm also going to make a little banner section, I think to go in the upper right-hand corner for my layout. Again, kind of doing things on my own and away from away from the lift. But that's, you know, it's where we got the inspiration, right? I could say that I lifted the layout, but it wasn't a true scrap lift. I had way more photos. I always have way more photos than what I intend. But once I see the lift and I get an idea in my brain, even though I have more photos, it still feels like that's where my inspiration came from. As soon as I saw that dark panel, I thought of all these photos right along the side. And then creating something, and instead of coming up with like a ribbon or something to create that barrier between the photos and the other side of the paper or the other pattern print, I really wanted to do just these strips of paper. And then, well, what if I didn't do a solid pattern? What if I did end up just doing these strips of paper? And then I can kind of tuck and weave things around the photo just like she did, you know, because Sabrina actually tucked things in and around her photo. And so that's what I want to do, except that it's only going to be on the right side of my photo. So the inspiration is there. The thank you is there, because I do want to express how much I thank you know, people for putting that inspiration out there, and at least, you know, admit that, you know, this was my jumping off point. This is where this was my, you know, what got my brain juices going to come up with what I'm doing now. So, and I like admitting that. There's no shame in admitting it. I actually also like the fact that I finally get to use these, what are they, lightning bolts? I finally get to use those, because that's what we're watching, is basically a big old lightning storm coming through with a bunch of rain and thunder clouds and all that good jazz. So super fun. I'm super excited that I finally get to you know, create that. All right. I nixed the idea of having something in the upper right hand corner. I decided to bring it down below into my subtitle that says "Out of This World." This is why the alphas got pushed off to the side, is because I brought in my just a phase wood veneer, and then it says "just a wicked phase" because this storm was pretty wicked. It was pretty cool. I'm glad I got it on video. I really am. I will go ahead and leave a link down below so you guys can watch the video yourselves. But just remember, I'm not a professional photographer, and I really wanted to share with you guys that on the other side of this cloud was crystal clear, and you could see the sun shining, and it was beautiful outside. And then here we are. Like, you can literally see it on the other side of the mountain, that there was birds chirping and the sun shining and la 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 la, you know, the little dwarfs singing, right? And we're here on, you know, Medusa's mountain, and it's just thundering and lightning and the craziness of it. And so that's why the camera keeps moving back and forth and whatnot. So anyways, and you can hear the thunder rolling in too. Oh my gosh, it is so cool. But like I said, it is sped up a lot. So please forgive my, my photography skills aren't that great. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a few more of these enamel stars all over my layout. I think I do debate whether or not I'm going to splatter, and then I change my marbles and think, nope, I'm good. This is just fine enough for me. I love how it looks. I love how it came together with just a bag full of I don't know what's. And I got to pick and choose what I wanted on my layout. And I really love the fact that I got to use up these lightning bolts. I really, really do. The paper was perfect with the stars and the clouds and the moon, even though it's midday. And yeah, I just really, really did enjoy this video. So Sabrina, thank you so much for your inspiration. I just like it when people post their stuff and I get to pull inspiration off of it, you guys. I really do. All right, so don't forget about all the links that I have down below. I have the Off the Board playlist link. I will have the link to a lightning storm if you guys are interested in seeing it. And yeah, I guess that's it. That's the only links I will have for this time. All right, you guys, again, thank you so much, and I'll check you later. Bye.